The list of competitors in the team all-around final. The nations that have made it through: Canada, Australia, Portugal, Great Britain and the United States of America. And they'll go in reverse qualification order, so the USA, the top performers in the preliminary round. But it uses a very different structure from the final proper. 5 points if you win your category, 1 point if you finish in last place. And the whole competition is run over 3 rounds. In the first round we have women's trampoline, women's tumbling and men's double mini trampoline. Second round, men's trampoline, men's tumbling and women's double mini trampoline. And the final round, men's and women's synchronized trampoline. Canada will start things off in women's tumbling. That is not Sofia Matteau. That is Sofia Matteau. I thought we were going to start with Abby Thompson at first, but it's Sofia Matteau of Canada in the individual trampoline. So this is a round with a maximum of 5 points available in each of the 3 different events going on. Oh, she was very close to going off, and a problematic beginning for Canada, the 5th strongest nation in qualifying. Sofia Matteau exiting the apparatus early. Now to Abby Thompson of Canada in the tumbling component. The 19-year-old making her senior world championship debut. Product of the Calgary Gymnastics Centre. First chance we've had to see her in a final. Very nice tumbling from Abby Thompson of Canada. Now the gymnasts will all perform and then we'll give you a sense of how they've stacked up against each other. We look at Gavin Dodd, who was so excellent in the men's double mini trampoline final. He won the silver medal, the 19-year-old from British Columbia. And he's just about going to make the mat there. Ooh, that was close. He'll take a 0.6 landing penalty. I think Sofia Matteau, 21.91. For Abby Thompson. The wait continues. .22.1 for her. And now to Gavin Dodd. .28.2 is Jess Pickering, the Youth Olympic Games individual silver medalist in 2018. It's remarkable to think she's still only 21. She's accumulated such experience in a short space of time. Oh, that's going to be very tight. What a save. That's brilliantly done from Jess Pickering. It was a bit like watching a tennis match at first. but she managed to rescue that display to the delight of her teammates. And now to her teammate Coralie Catlett, the silver medalist in the tumbling competition. Oh, Coralie Catlett finding things difficult. Well, they have competed a lot, these gymnasts. First chance for us to see Luca McLeod, 17-year-old, based in Tasmania, but from South Brisbane. He makes his World Championship debut as the reigning Australian champion. Yeah, isn't he nice on this apparatus? 51.66 for Jess Pickering, the best we've seen so far on the trampoline. For Coralie Catlett, 22.2. It is the best that we've seen by a single tenth in the women's tumbling, but it's likely to be beaten. And Luca McLeod. Now we head to the team from Portugal. And this is Sofia Correa. Really good effort from Sofia in Sofia, the Portuguese gymnast at the University of Lisbon. Over to Margarida Agostinho in tumbling, the 20-year-old, another senior world championship debutant. But she knows this arena because she competed at the World Age Group competitions here in 2017. That's tidy from Margarida Agostinho of Portugal. Off to a good start. Can they keep it going on the double mini trampoline? Diogo Cabral. Outstanding gymnast on this piece. And he's already been on the podium in the team event. They're doing well, Portugal. That is surely going to put them into the lead. Correa with a score of 49.6. That's secure work from her. The best so far, Margarida Agostinho in tumbling, 23.9. And the best so far in the double mini trampoline, 28.3 for Diogo Cabral. So Portugal, the pace setters so far. Portugal leading the way. Now to Bryony Page. Surely a real contender for Great Britain to give them the top score on the trampoline. She's just taken the silver medal. To produce that kind of display just after a massive individual final is Great Britain in good stead. Now what a luxury to be able to call upon Megan Keeley, the world champion last year in tumbling and part of the team that won gold just a couple of days ago. Very strong from Megan Keeley of Great Britain. The gymnast who's based in Milton Keynes for training. Good start from the British team. Now to Lewis Gosling on the double mini trampoline. 19-year-old from Welwyn Garden City at his second World Championships. And he's going to come down on the apparatus. And that complicates the round a touch for the British team. Unsurprisingly, the leading score, 55.62 from Bryony Page. Megan Keeley also the best so far, 24.5. The score is 22. We'll come back to the implications of that after we've seen the top performers in qualification, the United States of America. They start with Jessica Stevens. But I just remind you that the qualification format is different from the final format. It's just all of the scores put together for qualification. It's a total number rather than the points-based system, rather than winning the round. Good day for Jessica Stevens of the United States of America. She was part of the team that won silver last year. They're very good at this competition, the United States. Here is Mia Bruns, 18-year-old, who's already enjoyed so much success in her young career, including the silver medal at the World Games. That's a great performance from Mia Bruns. That will do very well for the United States of America. And now they have the world champion Ruben Padilla to call upon. And that will take a 0.8 penalty, but it will be 53.45 for Stevens. That's 4 points for the US. Brilliant for Mia Bruns, 25.5. That's a 5-point haul for the USA. And for Ruben Padilla as well, 28.6. He picks up the 5-point maximum. So the United States of America only dropped one single point in that first round. That is how good they were. Round. Jeremy Chartier of Canada will compete for them on the trampoline component for men. Certainly demonstrated considerable promise on this piece. Oh, and he's off. And Canada's tricky competition continues. Again, we remind ourselves, he's just 21, young Jeremy Chartier. Just one to keep watching in the future, definitely. Justin Thompson of Canada, the 19-year-old from Ontario, who competed at the World Games just after winning the provincial championships. That's secure work from Justin Thompson, who made his senior international debut at the Rimini World Cup in Italy earlier this year. He was actually a very good artistic gymnast when he was younger. Now, Gabby Flynn. Certainly landing in the red, very tidy. 36.18 for Jeremy Chartier. For Justin Thompson, 25.6. And for Gabby Flynn, 27.1. We head to Australia. This is Sean Swadling. Something of a fight on here for Sean Swadling. He's again using every single bit of the apparatus. Is he going to hold it at the end? Not quite. Oh no. So for both of the first two nations, a complicated start. Over to Ethan McGuinness. The world champion from just yesterday. And how well he's done for his teammates. To the last performer for Australia in this round, Cheanna Robinson. Fantastic championships for Australia in the women's double mini trampoline. That gold medal they won as a team, just incredible. Can they take that and extrapolate it into overall team success? Robinson does well. Oh, it would mean the world to the Australians if they can get an all-around medal. 49.47. For Ethan McGuinness, 27.2. And it's 26.0. Now to Pedro Ferreira of Portugal. The bronze medal nation at the end of the first round, with still some way to go. Well, Portugal continuing to make a very good case to be medalists in what has been a great championships for them. And it would be a fitting moment if they could take an overall team medal, which they've done before. To Vasco Peso, the 20-year-old from Moita. Oh, well done to Vasco Pesso, who took a silver medal at his home World Cup in Coimbra earlier this year. That's a good round so far from Portugal. To Diana Gago, bronze medalist at the European Championships, another 20-year-old. She has proven that she's a real contender on the double mini trampoline at the highest level. Oh, and she's had to put her hands down, and that's a tricky one for the Portuguese, for Pedro Ferreira. Best so far. Vasco Pesso, 27.2. And Diana Gago, 21.2. So down in third position. And Portugal currently leading. They've gone ahead of Australia, so consolidating bronze, but just 2 points the gap at the moment. It's Andrew Stamp of Great Britain. Great Britain in second place coming into this round. That's certainly going to help. Certainly going to help. Confident performance from Andrew Stamp. To Lewis Westwood in the tumbling component. 20-year-old from Stockton in County Durham. Debut at the World Championships, but he was part of the team that won the tumbling title. He was the reserve. And he won a European Championship title earlier this year. That's very good to see from Lewis Westwood. How nice he gets his moment in the all-around competition. The undergraduate in chiropractic science at Teesside University. Now, Kirsty Way of Great Britain on the double mini trampoline. She had some difficulties in the individual final. And she sticks that one. Oh, what a moment for Kirsty Way after the disappointment of the individual final. As her tumbling teammates watch on. Andrew Stamp, 58.45, second best. So Portugal still the top performer on the men's trampoline. 25.9 for Lewis Westwood. And her score, 26.2, the second best that we've had so far. And that has made for a very interesting look at the leaderboard, because Portugal are very well positioned now. We'll come back to that as we go to the United States of America. Now this is Alexei Shostak. A 27-year-old who competed at the Olympic Games where he was 13th. He's done well. That's going to help the United States of America's case. Alexei Shostak, he won a team all-around medal in 2019, a silver medal. And now we go to Caden Brown on the tumbling track. Missed out on individual honours, but he is the reigning World Games champion. Does perform well in this final. They're starting to feel confident, the United States of America. And they've got Tristan van Natter to come. Individual medalist for the first time ever in yesterday's double mini trampoline final after 3 team gold medals. She also won an all-around team silver medal last time with her sister Trinity. And that's good work from Tristan van Natter. As ever, she delivers for the team. Where does Alexei Shostak fit in? 3rd place, 57.44. So the USA will earn 3 points in that round. Tristan van Natter with a score of 26. That has her in 3rd place. We're going to see a tightening up. And Caden Brown with a score of 27. That's also a 3-point haul for the United States of America. Portugal had a very good round in 2 of the categories. Let's just take stock of everything that we've just seen in that second round of the competition, starting with the performance of the Canadian team behind the Portuguese, who are in 3rd place. Lovely. Canada the first to go in this women's synchronized round, so we have 2 more maximum 5-point scores to be awarded. There were 3 awarded in the first round, 3 in the second. Now we just have 2 more categories to go.
From Canada, Sarah Millet and Sofia.
And to the partnership from Canada. Sarah Millet and Sofia Mato. Oh, what's happened there? My. Well, I can't recall ever seeing that happen, where the routine was actually begun, but they didn't both start. And they will certainly be taking some penalties for a delayed beginning. This time they're away. Synchronization isn't hugely strong, and it never really had a convincing feel to it, did it? Not quite for the Canadians. Jeremy Chartier to take to the trampoline. Oh, they've lost their routine as well. And it's been that sort of day, unfortunately, for Canada in this team all-around event. But it's been a long old year of competition. some scores at last. 17.89 in the women's round and 20.36 in the men's category for Canada. Those are scores that will likely be quite comfortably surpassed as we now head to Australia. Well, Australia, with an excellent performance there, have made themselves medal contenders. What a fantastic story it would be if Australia could get onto the podium. Jaden Robinson-Patch and Blake Rutherford next to go for Australia. Just one single point behind the Portuguese coming into this round. Time for nerves of steel here for the Australians. Oh, it's close, but it's okay. They've only gone and done it. Two clean routines from the Australians. What a conclusion to what could be an incredible fantasy coming true here in Sofia. They can barely believe it. Australia in medal contention. And it is 46.85 for Jess Pickering and Imogen Florian. That's the best so far. What about for Rutherford and Robinson-Patch? 46.87. So now we see what it is that the Portuguese produce. The key thing for Portugal here is they need to preserve that 1 point advantage over the Australians. Oh, they're going to be off, and that is going to hand the advantage to Australia in the quest for an all-around team medal.
Ingrid Mayor and Sofia Bulgaria, not exactly what they had in mind, but...
So Sofia Correa and Ingrid Mayor coming off, and now a lot rests on Ferreira and Abreu. And that is a very good response from Diogo Abreu and Pedro Ferreira. They've had a wonderful championships, the Portuguese men on the trampoline. And that was a super effort. Things very complex, this competition. 22.09. The score for the duo of Mayor and Correa. And for Abreu and Ferreira, 52.23. That's better. But there is potential for that to change, because the Portuguese women's duo might slip further back. Equally, the Australian men's duo might slip further back. So it's not done and dusted yet. Now we go to Great Britain. That's a great performance from the British pair. Bryony Page and Izzy Songhurst. Great Britain trying to consolidate that silver medal. And now we head to their men's pair. Time to see what Rhys Northover and Zach Perzamanos can do. Young partnership. Very clear about the beginning. Very good round from Great Britain. They are surely going to find themselves on the podium as Bryony Page wipes the sweat. 47.25, top score so far. And the second strongest for the British men. And it's now over to the United States of America to now make a bid for the gold medal. They have a 4-point lead coming into this. And they're getting closer and closer now to the gold medal, the USA. Nicole Arsinger and Sarah Webster. I think that might well be good enough. The last performance of this team all-around final. The United States of America looking to secure the gold. Well, it really wasn't enormously in control. It wasn't their most complex work, but they just about got there. 46.12.
2.82. Cody and Zachary.
And 42.82 for the United States of America. That's the fourth strongest. And now we await the final clarification, and it is Great Britain who have done it. And they've done it on the tie-break system. Level on points with the United States of America, 29 points all, but going to the total scores, which is the separation criteria, Great Britain have won it. 309.31 points to 306.93. It's gold for Great Britain, silver for the United States of America, and the bronze medal for Portugal.